This is He Knows His Sport, bringing you that heat and that fire. All right, I want to talk about Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder in this video. I need to do a clarification video on my video this morning because the real G's out here in these streets, they coming after me, you know what I'm saying, too. And they like, man, hey, you better give Wilder credit, man, you know what I'm saying? And Deontay Wilder is a beast, man. He's earned his weight, you know what I'm saying? He's been a champion longer than a lot of these champions out here, including Errol Spence. Yes, you guys are right. Listen, I have nothing wrong with Deontay Wilder. I have no issues in my bone with this cat. I want to clarify because, see, that's the thing with me. Cats, when they do videos, they don't like to do clarifications. Me, I'm the master of clarification. And I'm going to clarify this. And I wanted to put it out there. Yeah, this video might get vilified by some, but I don't care. It might get vilified by a lot of folks. These AJ or Anthony Joshua fanboys, I do not care. Look at me. Look at my face. Does this look like a face of a guy that cares? No. Because I give what? The unadulterated and the cold hard truths. That's what I do here. We don't sugarcoat facts here. We tell the truth of the fact of the matter of stuff. Listen, hear me and hear me well. You haven't heard me say that in a while? That Eric Thomas, mentor, motivational speaker saying, I'm going to say it again. Hear me and hear me well. Deontay Wilder, if he fights Anthony Joshua, I believe he can stop him. I'm going to say that again. Deontay Wilder, if he fights Anthony Joshua, I believe he can stop him. Do I think this is a fight that Deontay Wilder is just going to walk through Anthony Joshua? No, that's not going to happen. Here's why. There's glaring deficiencies in Deontay Wilder's game. He lacks fundamentals, man. If Deontay Wilder had the skills that Errol Spence had, we'd be talking about the baddest boxer in boxing right now because of his unbelievable power in both his right and his left hand. And if he had the fundamentals and he was technically sounded like an Errol Spence, he'd be the baddest boxer in the history of boxing, man, because he'd be coming in with tactical aggression, technical punching placement, body snatching work along with that lethal right and left hand. But the truth of the fact of the matter is Deontay Wilder is heavily deficient when it comes to boxing skills. And even the most ardent Deontay Wilder fans have to be honest with themselves. The man lacks fundamentals. And I'm just hoping, man, that his coach, Jay, what's his name? Jay Rios can sit there and bring some stuff out on him, man. And bring his skills out. I hope Jay can work with him because Deontay's out here struggling, man. The Tyson Fury fight was evident. And I feel that if he fights Anthony Joshua, because Anthony Joshua is an accomplished Olympian. See, and this is taking all fanboy bullshit aside. This is calling boxing for what it truly is. Anthony Joshua is an accomplished Olympian. You have to see that for what it is. Anthony Joshua, even though he's stiff as I don't know what, that man is stiff as shit. I mean, he needs a fucking tune-up with his damn stiffness, man. He needs to get oil lubed up, with those arms and those shoulders. The way he boxes, he just boxes so damn stiff, man. I mean, it's just ridiculous how stiff he fights, but minus the stiff aspect of it, Anthony Joshua got some good 1 and 2s, man. He knows how to throw combination shots. He knows how to work the body, man. And he has some vicious uppercuts. He knows when to throw his uppercuts. And he is responsible offensively. He can be sloppy on the defensive side sometimes. But offensively, he is very responsible with his boxing, man. He doesn't just throw punches for the sake of throwing punches. And I like that about him. And he keeps his composure. See, that's another thing a lot of boxers don't do nowadays. Anthony Joshua gets credit for that. So I feel that if Deontay Wilder fights Anthony Joshua, it would be his hardest fight yet. He will have to seriously work on his fundamentals in a fight of that magnitude. Because if he's going in there just trying to knock Anthony Joshua out, that's not going to happen, man. It's just not going to happen. He's going to end up losing. He should have learned that lesson in the Tyson Fury fight. And I'm hoping he's working on his fundamentals. I hope Jay is teaching him some fundamentals because he needs fundamentals, man. That's why the likes of Andre Ward and the likes of Floyd Mayweather called that out. Now, we know Floyd Mayweather got some hate in his bone when it comes to cats, whose names threaten his and things of that nature. So I'm going to take Floyd Mayweather out of the equation. But Andre Ward, I don't feel that's the same case with him. I just feel Andre Ward called that fight for what it was. And he told the truth, the same truths that I saw. Because I was rooting for Deontay Wilder to win that fight, contrary to what anybody thinks. I actually like Deontay Wilder. He's my favorite heavyweight out of all the heavyweights. You know why? Because he takes on all comers. He calls everybody out. This man fought Luis Ortiz, man. A boogeyman in the welterweight division that nobody else wanted to fight. So hats off to Deontay Wilder for taking that fight. Deontay Wilder takes fights. He's fought in Tyson Fury. See, these are two cats that Anthony Joshua has not fought. And you see the same way that I gave Anthony Joshua credit and I said the things that I said about Anthony Joshua, it's the same thing that I'm going to have to say about Deontay Wilder. The strengths that Deontay Wilder poses against Anthony Joshua and why I feel he'll win is his athleticism. I think he's more athletic than Anthony Joshua. That's right. I'm going to say it again. He's more athletic than Anthony Joshua. And another underrated ability of Deontay Wilder that cats don't want to mention, he cuts the ring off well, man. That's why he's able to land those shots. He doesn't do anything fundamental from a boxing standpoint, but boy, he knows how to have some kind of ring generalship that works for him. It's a very awkward ring generalship, but it works for him and it cuts the ring off. That's how he's able to land those knockout punches. If you go look at the Tyson Fury fight, he cut the ring off early on in that fight and towards the end. In all of the middle rounds, I gave it to Tyson Fury. But on the top end and on the back end, that's all Deontay Wilder all day. And I feel in a fight of that magnitude, with how stiff Anthony Joshua is, that ring is going to get cut off. That's the thing that Anthony Joshua would have to work at. Being more fluid around the ring. He doesn't move around that ring as fluid as he's supposed to. He's very stiff, man. And a guy like Deontay Wilder that has the athleticism that he has, and I'm talking about this, that God-given athleticism, you could tell that's why he played a previous sport before he jumped into boxing. The man is athletic. And he has this leanness about him. It's a natural leanness that I feel is going to help him longer. It's going to give him more duration in a fight versus Anthony Joshua. Because one thing in that fight that would be prevalent and will go against Anthony Joshua's conditioning. It's suspect, man. Anthony Joshua will have to go into a fight like that in the high 220s in order for him to be where he needs to be at. The reason being is because we know Deontay Wilder is going to go in there in the low 200s, maybe the 2 teens. That's where he's going to be. He's going to be in a comfortable weight to where he can be able to move around that ring and go 12 to 15 rounds. Deontay Wilder can last, man. That's one thing about Deontay Wilder that I like. He has durability. And I feel his durability, his athleticism, and his ability to cut the ring off is going to pose a problem for Anthony Joshua all night. That's going to be a puzzle that this man's going to have to try to figure out in so many different forms and so many different variations and so many different facets. So to me, if I were to pick, I got Deontay Wilder winning that fight 51-49. I believe it's a close fight because you can't overlook the fact that Anthony Joshua is an accomplished Olympian. Mind you, he's a gold medalist. That something has to be said for that. You can't look at the fact that Anthony Joshua has more boxing fundamentals and he's more technically sounded than a Deontay Wilder. But because of his stiffness and his conditioning issues, and because of Deontay Wilder's athleticism and his ability to cut the ring off, and his sheer right hand and his sheer left hand, because people don't understand his left hand is just as powerful as his right hand. The man has God-given power. You know, all of these facets and his conditioning, to me, I have 3 check marks in the favor of Anthony Joshua. Olympic background, Olympic gold medalist, excellent 1s and 2s in the heavyweight division, very fundamental and technically sounded. Those are the 3 things that help Anthony Joshua. But you see, he only has 3 positives in my regard. Deontay Wilder has 4. Deontay Wilder's athleticism, Deontay Wilder's ability to cut the ring off, Deontay Wilder's conditioning, and Deontay Wilder's right and left hand gives him the common denominator of 4-3. And this is why I feel he would win a fight of that magnitude. And that's why Anthony Joshua's been ducking. And if these Anthony Joshua fanboys get off of their fanboy shit and they look at stuff from the eye test, they'll see that Anthony Joshua been ducking Deontay Wilder. And that's the truth of the fact of the matter. But y'all comment below and let me know what y'all think. How this fight would turn out between Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder. Because I've given my piece. I got Deontay Wilder winning by late stoppage, or I got him winning 7 rounds to 5. This is Hinos' Sport. checking out.